Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Principles of Marketing. We're wrapping up our discussion of e-business with this video right here, and we're going to take a look at what makes an e-business successful. And we're going to use probably the most successful of any of the e-businesses, Amazon, as our example. Chances are, I'm betting that a lot of you looking at the video right now have bought stuff from Amazon before. And Amazon, in my opinion, does a lot of things really well, and other things they could maybe improve upon. But generally speaking, the things that makes an e-business successful are things like the user experience. How do the pages load? What does it look like when someone logs on? Are things laid out clearly? Is it easy to navigate around? Is it easy to find what you're looking for? Product offerings also very important. Do they have what we're looking for from a customer standpoint? Do they have the products we want? Do they have the brands we want? Checkout efficiency. Is it easy to put those items in a cart and check out quickly and be on my way? And then finally, maximizing revenue. The really good e-businesses are good at upselling people. It's easy to do in a brick and mortar location when somebody buys a product and the salesman can say, hey, would you like to also buy something else? The person's just kind of browsing around and can physically see the objects and then see something else they might want to add. For an e-business, it's a little bit tougher to do that upselling. So the really good ones can maximize that revenue from every customer that comes in. In my opinion, Amazon does two of these really, really well right now. Two of them, really, I think Amazon is falling short. So I'm going to kind of share my thoughts. I'd be interested to hear what you all have to say about it for those of you that are on Amazon.com. I think Amazon does an amazing job at being able to get people checked out efficiently. I was shopping for some home security cameras earlier in the summer, and once I found what I wanted, it's very easy to just put that into my cart or just click buy now, and it orders it automatically with one click because Amazon stores my shipping information. They have my credit card information. So it's very easy to buy from Amazon. Even if I add it to the cart, the process of getting through that shopping cart takes maybe 2 or 3 clicks. It's very quick, and same as on the app, it's a very easy interface, and Amazon has that down to a T. They're very good at maximizing revenue too, that upsell. Here's a product that you're looking at. We're going to tell you, other people that look at that, here's what they're buying too to go with it. So it's a really effective way of upselling people, not just what they're buying, but also things that could be bundled with it to maybe improve that experience that you have with that product. So those are two areas that I feel Amazon really excels. The recommendations they make, the frequently bought together, are usually on point, and they get you through the checkout process in a very efficient way. They get you your product quickly. Amazon knocks it out of the park on those categories. You say, well, what about the user experience, actually getting on Amazon and doing some shopping and the product offerings that they have? I liken the experience these days of shopping on Amazon. It's almost the same as shopping at a flea market. If you've ever been to a flea market, it's a bunch of random stuff sold by a bunch of random people. Some of the stuff, it may be new, it may be used. You've got to figure that all out on your own. It's caveat emptor, let the buyer beware at the flea market, and it really feels that's what the shopping experience at Amazon has become these days. And I'm going to give you a real simple example. You see the board behind me is a dry erase board, but it needs a special kind of marker because of the black tint on it. And so I use a neon window marker for my dry erase board there. And I've bought this product many times on Amazon. And you can see here, I bought it 3 times in the past year or two. Most recently, about a little more than a year ago. So this should be something that's very easy to find on Amazon. So I'm going to kind of take you to Amazon here and show you what I look at when I look up a dry erase marker for my board there. So here we go. I type in exactly what the product is. Expo Neon Window Dry Erase Marker. I've bought it 3 times before. I've typed in exactly what the product is. It should be a no-brainer for Amazon. They know I bought it. So what's the first thing that pops up? An ad, sponsored ad, for a set of markers that isn't even what I'm looking for. And then another sponsored ad for some kind of off-brand weird marker I've never seen before. And yet another sponsored brand for some marker I've never seen before. None of these is what I want. None of those are what I'm looking for. The fourth thing is what I'm looking for. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper here. Let's say I don't click on that and put it in my cart. Scroll down a little bit. Notice right here, I've got the exact same product, or what looks like the exact same product, selling for almost double. Well, which one of those? Obviously, I'm going to buy the cheap one. But I have to kind of vet people out. I've got to figure out, is it being sold by Amazon? Is it being sold by a third-party seller? And, what kind of quality am I assured if I buy something from a third-party seller on Amazon? And here's another part I like right here. Here's a 3-pack of markers, 15 markers, $34. One pack of 5 is going to run me $6. And if I buy a 3-pack, $34? Do the math on that. It doesn't make sense. You can go to Walmart. Imagine Walmart putting an item out for $5, and then right next to it, you can buy a 3-pack of that item for $40. That doesn't make any sense. But that's what shopping on Amazon has become. And I go down through, you got all these off-brands and Chinese knockoffs and all these different things that, they may or may not suit your needs. And so it's really become like a Wild West flea market when you shop on Amazon, trying to find what you want quickly and efficiently and make sure that you get it. Go down through here, you can see all the different, there's a pack of 5 for $30. I don't know. And I click on that and take a look. Ships and sold by Moldwall RV. I guess I could take my chance and buy a $30 pack of markers, and it might get here before the end of September. But it just goes to show you there's a lot of stuff on Amazon that really kind of hurts that shopping process. And you say, okay, well, Professor Martin, big deal. You knew what you were looking for. And it's only the 4th link right there. That's not that hard to find. Well, what if I didn't know what I was looking for? I mentioned earlier that I bought security cameras for my house over the summer. And as part of that process, I wasn't really familiar with what was available. I knew a couple of the brands from seeing them at Lowe's and Home Depot, but I didn't really know what I wanted. And so I go to Amazon.com, I type in security cameras. Look what pops up. You just kind of scroll through here. Wisecam, Heim Vision, Blink. This one doesn't even have a brand name in the description. That one doesn't have a brand name in the description. So you'll notice a lot of these, I have no idea. I have no idea what they are, what the background of the brand is, and I have to sort through all that. And you keep going down through here. How many of those have brands that you've actually recognized? Probably none. So, as a consumer, if I'm looking for something on Amazon that I've never bought before, I'm going to have to do my research. I can't just click on what Amazon is saying, okay, here's the Amazon choice, or here's the best seller, because it might not meet my needs. And that's really probably not the best way to do business. So my point being, Amazon could really get back to basics and really improve that user experience and the products that they're offering by kind of getting rid of some of these third-party sellers, and maybe put them on a different site and just focus on what Amazon is selling, or maybe filter it and give me an option to filter so I can just see what Amazon's selling. Anyway, one more thing your book talks about before we wrap up our discussion here. It talks about ways that a website can measure its effectiveness, and a few different metrics and stats that they can use to kind of do that. One way is by looking at the number of unique visitors that go to that site. Most of the time when people use a website, they go there multiple times during the month or multiple times during the week. What unique visitors is looking at is the number of unique people that are going there. Obviously, the higher the better. Engagement is a measure of how long people stay on the web page. What are they looking at? How long are they staying there? The more people are engaged on the website, the better off we are. Facebook is completely engineered and designed to keep you on there for as long as possible and to keep you coming back as much as possible. And that way they can put ads in front of you and collect all that ad revenue. Conversion rate is the number of people that show up compared to the number of people that actually buy something. And obviously, we'd like every person that comes onto the website to buy a product if we're Amazon. So what's that conversion rate? How good are we at getting them into the website and then turning them into a customer or getting them to buy something? From an advertising standpoint, we have click-through rate. That is basically the number of times an ad is clicked on and gone through to from a website based on the number of times it's played. So on Facebook, you've probably noticed a whole lot of ads that pop up. Basically, click-through rate is how many times do you click on those ads and go through to the place that's selling the product. And then finally, we have conversion cost. How much are we paying per click divided by that number that we've converted? So businesses keep track of all these, especially online retailers and different, not even, don't have to be retailers. You also be like magazines, newspapers that have an internet website. But in any event, businesses track all that. And here's kind of a little dashboard of what that might look like for a business that has Facebook ads. And you can kind of see, what am I getting for my spend on Facebook ads? You can see the revenue being generated, the number of conversions, the cost that we're paying per conversion, what ads are doing well, what ads are being viewed, and that kind of thing. So that kind of concludes our discussion on e-business. In the next chapter, we'll look at social media and have a hopefully good time looking at some of the ways that businesses use social media to promote their products. In the meantime, we'll have a discussion board this week. We'll have a case that we'll tackle. And if you have any questions or comments, as always, feel free to drop those into the discussion boards on Canvas so everybody can see them and interact with it. Or just shoot me an email and I'd be happy to help out. In any event, we'll see you next time for social media.